Hey, this is Paul with Paul's Mobile Homes. People sometimes ask me about getting an inexpensive used mobile home at a mobile home park. And I'll give you a couple tips on how to do that and what you might expect. Now, you, as you may or you might not know, I buy them and I fix them up and then I sell them. So I don't sell them in a handyman special condition or anything like that. I did try to do that a number of years ago, and nobody responded. People said they wanted these handyman specials, but nobody actually bought one. So I found that I usually had to fix them up. So you can find a used mobile home in any condition. They're all in different states of. They could be in a very good condition, and of course you pay more. And it could be really horrible condition, where you'll probably get what looks like a great deal, but is it? I mean, the amount of time and money you need to spend to make it a nice place to live can be really a lot more than you're thinking of. And the work is, unless you do that kind of work all the time, the work is usually a lot more than you think it's going to be in order to get that kind of a home in great shape. I mean, there's a lot that goes into if a home hasn't been maintained as well as it should be, into bringing it back up to where it should be. Mobile homes are all building according to HUD. That's Housing and Urban Development, the Department of Housing and Urban Development Code. That is where the standards are set for what goes into a mobile home and how it goes together. Because mobile homes are different. They're manufactured in a factory. They can be shipped anywhere. So they're not built on site like a local home is. So the federal government stepped in starting in 1977, stipulating that. And the homes before that time really had no regulation as to how they were built or put together. So in looking at a mobile home and you want to fix it back up, what you're essentially trying to do is restore it to the standards that were set and approved by HUD when the home was built. So, so people make mistakes in doing this, and so do some contractors, who really don't know about mobile home HUD codes and things like that. I mean, if you go install a lot of big box store windows and you have to change the size of the windows, the window openings in your existing home, you could be weakening the structural part of your mobile home. And I don't know if you were aware of that. So, it's not always an quote unquote an upgrade to put those kind of windows into a mobile home, because at the same time you could actually be weakening the structure of your home. I usually try to buy the replacement windows built for that mobile home. Same is true, of doors. Sometimes somebody buys a door at a big box store, like a front door, and it's a nice metal door, but it really wasn't manufactured for that mobile home in mind. And you might, if you don't know what you're doing, wind up weakening the structure of your mobile home. So these are important things to know. So mobile homes have different sized bathtubs than regular homes. You can't go buy a replacement bathtub at Lowe's or Home Depot, usually, that I've found, because those are all 5 foot long, and the mobile home tubs are 4.5 feet. There's different size sinks, different size hot water heaters, and things like that, right? So those are some things to know before you would attempt such a thing. And then if you're going to try and buy, a fixer-upper or something like that, and you want to attempt that, go ahead. But there will be a lot to do. A lot of the manufactured homes, for sometimes used a kind of a board for the subfloor that came apart pretty easily with water hitting it. And a lot of plywood goes into fixing up those subfloors, so you would need to be prepared for that. You have to make sure all the plumbing is working and roof is tight. Excuse me. But if you're willing to do that, I mean, certainly you can find those kind of homes available. In general, what's available is new manufactured homes these days. which are costing quite a bit more than they used to due to, wherever they talk about problems with supply chain, and there are problems with supply chain and lack of materials. And I mean, at one point we were getting told that the glue was expensive in this put together particle board. I was amazed, and they were saying how much the glue cost, and then the board was 5 times as expensive. It's come back down in price to a more reasonable price, but not to where it was before the pandemic started. Uh, your materials are more expensive than they used to be, and yeah. So I do get that question. People want to buy. They say inexpensive or cheap, and you know, cheap has a different price tag to everybody. But I don't sell them that way. If I buy them, I'm going to fix them up and put them into a condition where everything works, and it's an attractive home, and you'd be happy to live in it. Of course, that's not going to be cheap. I can't do it cheap. Uh, I can do it for reasonable price, but that's what I have to say about getting yourself like a used cheap mobile home. If that's what you're looking for, good luck, and good luck fixing it up. I'm trying to turn off the phone backwards. This is tough.